What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out. Then we're going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second, y'all. Test, test, test. Let me know how I sound on y'all's end. Test, test, test. Am I not live? I am live. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, sound good? Okay, cool. There we go. My thing was bugging out. All right, I'm about to send the link out now. All right, bam. What's going on, y'all? See you, Crypto Thorough. You must got that bell on. You got in here early. You must got that bell on. Shout out to you. Start off this week good so far. So price kind of been ranging all night. Kind of no surprise though. Kind of expected that. Went over that in yesterday's stream. Also, another thing to point out is price didn't really do any retracements either. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens today. Excuse me. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens today. But let me mark my levels off. What's going on, y'all? Still holding GJ. Still holding the GJ positions from yesterday. Looking to add more positions if we can hold this level. Oops. What's going on, y'all? That worked out. Yeah, looks like we might see some retracements happen today. Was waiting to see them happen yesterday, but they didn't. Been talking about them since like Thursday last week. Looks like we're about to see the retracements now because we look at the daily time frame. We can see how price was trying to continue to push up, but again, we kind of see this retracement happening because that thing's been exploding up for the past week. And price is going to have to retrace at some point. So we're going to wait for price to retrace. We're going to see how it reacts to this level here. Either going to look for a buy at this level, or we can even look for a buy at this daily level. So we're just going to let price retrace, and then we're going to go from there. What's going on, Shin? I see you in here. What's going on, Horse in the Carriage? How you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. Or if you've just been watching the streams and having comedy, that's also cool. But I haven't seen you in a minute. What's going on? What's going on? Tech by Eli. Gold morning. I think BRICS summit will affect the markets. I don't even know what you're talking about. So if this is your first time on my live, as far as news, we go about news differently from most traders. So honestly, first thing we're going to do before we break down the news, I'm going to drop this video so you understand what I'm talking about. All right, so let me wait a little bit for some people to hop in, but I'm going to drop this video in the chat right now. Those just joining the stream, go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free Signal free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Last week we went 10-1, caught 55,844 pips. Last month we went 34-3, caught a total of 105,389 pips. You hit that first link, you're going to be able to see that for yourself. So I have a video on my channel on how to trade news. So how I go about news is, only thing I care about is what time the news is going down. That way I'm not shocked or blindsided by sometimes the volatility of the volume spikes. But honestly, if you just go on the bigger time frames and follow the flow of price, news usually just follows the flow of price 9 times out of 10. But I explained it better in this video right here. So let me go ahead and drop this in the chat really quick. I'm still holding the GJ position from yesterday. So let me go ahead. Whoops. Let me turn that volume down. All right, there we go. So there's 2 parts. There's that video, how to trade news, where I break down how I go about trading news daily. And then part 2 is me practicing when I'm preaching. So I'll show you 2 examples, a huge, I think they're both like, I think one's a 1 to 6 risk reward, another one's like a 1 to 8 or something like that. But in that second video I just dropped in there, I break down 2 trades I called before news flying. But also, if you just go on the free Telegram, you'll see a lot of times we enter trades before the news. But as far as today, we do got some USD news at 10 o'clock. And then nothing else besides that until market reopens. We have orange folder New Zealand. So it's orange folder. Sometimes orange folder news affects the markets, but really, look at today and tomorrow. Well, today, as far as yesterday, I was talking about Monday and Tuesday. I kind of expected some retracements or something to happen to set us up for the news that's going to be popping out Wednesday through Friday. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens today. But as far as today, well, the indices, we had some retracements happen yesterday. So really, depending on how it reacts to this resistance level, is going to let us know if bearish momentum is going to continue to stay in play, or we're going to see a reversal and possibly the bullish momentum pick back up. So if price can continue to respect this level as resistance, this can just be strictly a lower high going into a lower low. But if it breaks this level, treats this level as support, we could possibly see short-term buys up to around 15,070, 15,080. The reason why I say short-term buys is because we also have a resistance level here. So if it rejects this level, it could very much so break back underneath here going into the news tomorrow. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens today. Was looking for some sell subs on the indices. There were a couple, but honestly, price was very rangy with these, so I just decided to leave them alone. Only took 2 trades yesterday. So we took the GJ buy, and then we took a GN buy. SL got hit first, and then I re-entered, and some TPs got hit. But even if we go on GN, you'll see our price is just super rangy, or how it was super rangy, and then it finally rejected that level, which you can see right here. So we're just going to wait for price to come down to the support level down here, where we can look for another buy. Or if it breaks that level, we'll try to look for a buy at our original GM position last week on Wednesday. So we're just going to be chilling right now. Gold, same thing. There was like one move we could have caught on gold, and after that, it retraced and just took a nap at this level for the rest of the day and last night. So same thing with gold. If it can break back below here, we can look for some sales. Obviously, it's super bearish still, especially because we broke this level that we were struggling to break last time. So we could see a retest of this daily resistance level and then a drop if price doesn't break back below around like 1986, 1984, 1894, 1896, excuse me. But yeah, so we're still going to be looking for sales on gold. But I'm expecting some retracements before we can pop into anything. So we're just going to be chilling right now. Only in GJ right now. Looking at possible gold sales. Looking at possible NAS sales. Let's pull up the Euro pairs. Because London session has started. So let's see what the Euro pairs are looking like. Alright, so it's looking a lot different. Pull this up. I see the comments in the chat. I'm going to look them in a second. I'm just going through all the charts right now. Make sure we're not missing anything. This was a trade I did from yesterday. Yeah, so we can see a lot of these pairs just been ranging, playing around. Again, we're on the 15-minute time frame. So each one of these candlesticks is 15 minutes. Every 4 represents an hour. So we can see our price literally has just been stuck here for a good session and a half. So we're waiting for price to try to retest this low where we can look for a buy. And we're actually going to set an alert. So I don't want to miss this. I'm going to set an alert actually. And these alerts are actually super annoying. Once per bar. once per bar close. All right, cool. So now I got this alert set. So basically with the alert, what this will do is as soon as price hits this level and breaks below it or touches it, it's going to send a super annoying noise coming out my computer to let me know, hey, this chart's popping off. Look and see how it's reacting to your level. So that's a good way to set alerts. It's kind of similar to like buy sell limits, except you're not entering a buy sell limit. It's just letting you know when a certain price level got hit, so you can check in and see what's going on, and then determine from there if you want to enter or not. So that's what we're going to do with the EJ setup. It help if I could type correctly, huh? All right, same thing here. We have this EN buy setup. Didn't enter this. We was going over this on the live yesterday, but took the GN buy instead. But yeah, so I'm expecting some retracements to happen. Yeah, this is super wicked. So it's still showing some strong bullish momentum. I'm just joining the stream. I'm just looking at the pairs right now to see what pairs we're going to be looking at for the live. Yeah, you can see here, for the past 4 days, it's been wicking and rejecting this resistance level. So we're waiting to see if price is going to break above this, or most likely it's going to reject back down to here. We're going to look for a possible buy. So that's what we're waiting on right now. We're just waiting on price to retrace a little bit and for some volume to pick up. All right, so we're going to put this back on GJ. So we got GJ right here. Then we keep gold in the indices on my other screen. Yeah, so we're just going to watch GJ. We're going to watch gold, NAS. And then we're going to keep an eye on New Zealand pairs as well. That's pretty much what we're going to be looking for right now. I don't really like what's going on too much. But we're still just 5 minutes into London, so we're going to see what happens. Whoa. Okay, yeah, my thing bugged out. All right, there we go. All right, cool. Okay, let me catch up to these comments now. Those that just watched the recorded, these are the 2 videos I linked earlier, how to trade news. And this is the trade breakdown, 2 trades I called doing exactly that. All right, cool. You're good. Oh, yeah, that's what's going on. What's going on, Richie? I see you in here. Shane, what you talking about? Oh, okay. That's what you meant. My bad. I just like to speak. Like, I know you said the comment, but I like to speak in general. And plus, I just got out of bed. That's my fault, Shane. I was like, what are you talking about? I scrolled down. I was like, oh, you're the one that's talking about the bricks. My bad. The countries are announcing. Oh, you're talking about that thing, bricks, that thing. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely going to do something to the markets. What? I'm not exactly sure, but it might cause something to happen. But we'll just take it as we go. So I'm not really too worried about that. Whatever happens to the markets happens to the markets, but we'll see. You're good, bro. You're doing it. Just curious your thoughts. Okay, I feel you. Yeah, so right now we have GJ retesting this level, which is cool. So we're gonna see how he reacts this 15 and the next 15. We're gonna look for another possible buy setup. But other than GJ, gold, it's either gonna retrace. We're waiting for the retracement. You hit this daily level, break back below this 4-hour level right here. And then a lot of the other pairs are waiting on some retracements as well. So right now we're just chilling. It's gonna be a weird week. I already kind of saw that coming last week because those out here last week price was just crazy. Like price just pumped in our direction the entire for like a week straight. So it makes sense that price is kind of slowed down right now. But I'm also just waiting for some retracement so we can continue to jump back into these trades. But like I always say, we don't control the market, so there's nothing we can really do about that. Because again, if we just look at yesterday, there was like a couple moves, a couple opportunities, but after that one move right here on gold, price shot back up. It chilled here because again we're on the 15, so this was at least a session and a half. And then before this drop right here, price was just ranging here for again since Friday for multiple sessions, all Sunday, all London session. Then price retraced, finally hit that level during New York session. Then that thing shot down, and then bam. So there's literally only one move you could have really caught, unless you went for a buy on gold. But we're bearish, so most people shouldn't have went for buys. But there was only like one opportunity on gold, and that's kind of how it was with a lot of other pairs too. Like GJ, obviously we got to that GJ buy. That thing was pumping all London session. Did we enter that during London session? Let's pull that up and see. Yeah, we did enter that during London session. So we hit that first link. This is going to be the first thing you see. Is going to see that link to the live. Then you'll see how we did yesterday. So yesterday we went 2-1. We took, me and the mirrors took a GN buy. SL got hit. We literally wicked our SL, then pushed right back above our daily level. Then we re-entered. TP6 got hit, got 57 pips. Then there was the GJ buy that was called on Friday. The final TP got hit, caught 191 pips. And then we took a second position on yesterday. This GJ buy, all TPC caught 106 pips. So we caught a total of 354 pips. 54 pips strictly with the members in advanced play signal. When you click right here, it's going to show you the first GJ position that we entered on Friday. See the entry here, 184.75. See the TPs. Then the final TP got hit before we went live yesterday. Right here, right before we went live. Then that's when we entered the second buy right here. So the first position was down here, ranged multiple times, as you can see. Then on yesterday's live, we was waiting for GJ to break this level, played here all during the live, and then a couple hours later, finally broke that high. That's when we entered. So the first position here was a nice 1 to 4 risk reward. So whatever you risk here, you made 4 times your risk. So if you was risking $100, you made $400. If you was risking $1,000, you made $4,000. Then the second position right here was a nice 1 to 3. Well, let's be fair. It's right here right now. So it's nice 1 to 2, almost 1 to 3. So I'm up over 2 times my risk on this position. And now we're going to be looking for a third position here. But before all that, we was catching all these buys as well. So again, this is last week. So this was Sunday going into Monday. This was Tuesday, Wednesday. Then we had the retracement on Thursday, then Friday. So you see all last week, price pumped all last week. And then the week before that, price was pumping as well where we caught some buys. So you see for literally about a week straight, price was just pumping. And we can see that on the bigger time frames as well. And I just made a video on this on TikTok. I couldn't post this one on Instagram because it was a little bit longer. I might try to make a shorter version to post on Instagram. But if you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, go ahead and follow me. You should see it on the bottom of your screen in a second. If I can find my mouse, there it is. You should see on the bottom of your screen, Instagram is Playmaker_Way. TikTok is Playmaker Way. I post daily on both pages. But as you can see here, not only did we catch daily candlestick after daily candlestick, but look, it broke out this level of traffic, and that once it broke out this level of traffic, we're never going to include these candlesticks. We're just going to include the candlesticks after it broke this support level. Well, resistance turned to support. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 daily candlesticks in a row. Price shot up, and before that, we had another 4. So literally for a week straight, price just shot up. No red candlesticks. Then we see this retracement here that happened Thursday, Friday, which gave us a higher low. Higher low into a higher high potentially right here. So we caught that buy yesterday, caught another daily candlestick, and now we're going to see if we can hold this support level, and we can enter another buy, riding this higher high up. So that's what we're looking at right there. Now, the other pairs where we wanted to see a retracement last week, we didn't really see one, right? So we go into GN. We don't see that, right? We see the huge push to the upside, just like GJ, but we don't see that higher low getting made. So that's probably going to happen today. We saw this little wick here, but it didn't really hit a key level. And you see yesterday and today, it's just been playing at the low. It's finally rejecting. So I kind of just want to see the retracement happen so we can enter a buy. Because again, retracements, we like retracements. We take advantage of retracements. We enter off retracements. And the plus, if we enter after retracement slash retest, we'll have a higher chance and likelihood of price flying in our direction. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's GN and then GA, same thing. So that's why we're waiting on some retracements and kind of why price is kind of rangy. I wanted to see it happen yesterday, but I definitely want to see it happen today. That way we don't have to really worry about that tomorrow with all the news events popping off and stuff. But again, just because I want to see that happen doesn't mean it's going to happen. So yeah, and I didn't enter this. This was a buy idea from last night, but it never met my confirmations, so I never called that out and or entered it. I'm just going to move that over to the right because as you can see here, price has been struggling to break this resistance level. So again, price only goes up or down. So if it's rejecting the upside, it's naturally going to reject to the downside. But it also hasn't hit my level. It almost hit it yesterday, but it didn't quite hit it. So I want to see it hit my level today. So we're going to look for a buy position right here, just like last time. And if it rejects this level, it could come down to this daily, which I'm not against. But we're still looking for buys. We're not looking for sells anytime soon. It's going to have to break a few levels before we consider going for sells. Yes, right now we're just patiently waiting and chilling. Why was my stop loss so big in those trades? That's crazy. Stop loss did not need to be that big, but it's all good. Those just joined the stream. We're just looking at some setups right now. These are just trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room for Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week and last month. Go ahead and hit that first link and check that out for yourself. So we're going to put this back on. GJ. And I'm still looking at NAS on my other screen. It's still got to retrace for us. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, we're getting a push up. Yeah, so the level is on right now. NAS is going to determine whether we're going to see some bullish momentum pick back up or this is just simply a lower high. So we got a new 15 that just popped up. So GJ is respecting this level. So we're going to see what this 15 looks like. If I like what I see, what the heck? My bad, y'all. It's been raining. So the signal's been kind of laggy. It's been cloudy and rainy all weekend and all week. So the signal acts up. I do apologize. Well, let me know so we can try to make sure things are still nice and smooth on y'all's end. But if things do act up, keep in mind that's most likely why. But yeah, I'm still holding these positions, but I'm just chilling right now, looking to see if I add another position. But yeah, I just want to break that down so y'all understand what's going on with the charts. Just in case the pairs y'all looking at, you see similar things on the charts, but also so you understand, while we're on the charts, why we're not entering anything, or why we're just patiently waiting. All right, bam. I'm gonna put this up. Yeah, the indices. Yeah, the indices range. They did a couple fake outs, then they shot back up. So we're gonna see if we can hold this level or not. All right, cool. Okay, bet. And like always, y'all, you guys want to look at any charts or pairs, feel free to drop them in the chat. But if not, we're just gonna be watching the setups I'm looking for, and we're just gonna be chilling. Yeah, so right now we're just gonna keep it on GJ. I literally don't like anything else. I'm looking at NAS and gold still, but as we see, gold broke the level. So we're really not going to mess with it until it either breaks back below here or hits this low. Because again, I'm not really looking for buys anytime soon because we are still bearish. Yeah, we see some green candlesticks as far as yesterday and today. But as far as the overall scheme of things, we're clearly bearish, right? Now, we do have this big imbalance that's kind of affecting us as well, but we're still bearish. We barely missed the support level. That's the main thing we're struggling to break as well. Because if we look here on the daily, this was last Thursday, wicked. Friday, wicked. Yesterday, wicked the same similar level. So it's definitely showing some resistance to continue to drop to the downside. But we want to see what happens today, especially tomorrow when all the news starts to pop off. Again, I'm expecting retracements today. And then when the news starts, well, the high impact news, which starts on Wednesday, like we literally have news back to back to back to back. We got 3:15 Euro news, 3:30 Euro news, 4 a.m. We got more Euro news. So for an hour straight, we got news events popping off. Then at 4:30, we go from Euro news to GBP news. And then we have a little break until New York session. Then at 8:30, we got Canadian and USD. No, we got Canadian news at 8:30. Then 9:45, we got USD news. And then at 10 a.m., we got some more USD news. So, yeah, it's like just back to back to back news events. And then Thursday, same thing. We don't have anything during Tokyo or London session, but we do got that BRICS summit that Shane was just talking about. And then at 8:30, we got USD news, got unemployment claims. 10:30, we got USD news. 12 o'clock, we got FOMC. So, yeah, a lot of news events popping off starting tomorrow. So it's definitely going to be interesting what happens today. So definitely going to be on the charts. Make sure we're not going to miss these setups because I feel like it's going to be like yesterday, right? If you miss those setups on those pairs, you're going to miss that setup or move for the day. Because we look at GJ, there's literally that one opportunity to have entered that buy. We got in right there because, again, price was ranging here for hours. Then it finally broke out. Shot up. So we would have missed this entry, would have missed the only really good entry for GJ. And then the same thing with gold. We just went over gold. So if you didn't get into that sell or then maybe that buy setup, there was literally that only one move you could have caught on gold yesterday. And that's how it was with a lot of pairs. Then GN, and GA. I mean, GA didn't do anything yesterday. GA just continued to hit this top of the zone and drop down. And then GN just ranged all day. So there was really only a couple setups we could have caught yesterday. All right, so it's literally GN. Wicked this level, shot back up, did this quick move. So if you didn't get wicked out or catch that quick move, you missed out because, again, we're on the 15. Well, no, we're on the 5 minute. Let's go on the 15. So now we're on the 15. And you can see after that one move, it literally just chilled at this daily level for the rest of the day. Then you see right now, the past hour, he's finally rejected that level. So again, if you missed that one move, there was nothing you could have caught on GN yesterday. So that's just how it is. Sometimes it's like that. But again, it's not too much of a shock or surprise because, again, last week, price just dumps like crazy. Like if we look at last week, a lot of these positions we caught last week were like swing trades. So we'll go right here. We're at Monday. So Monday, we caught this gold sell. There's multiple re-entries on this gold sell. But then after that, price just dumped, right? So if we go to, what day was the 14th? We go to gold. We're on the 14th right here. So we enter these sells on the 14th. Boom. So after the 14th, price ranged a little bit. But after that, you see red candlestick got the red candlestick got the red candlestick. So all last week, price dropped. The week before that, same thing. We caught sells all last week and the week before. We see this this low into the lower high, then lower low. How many candles? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days in a row, price is just dropping. So again, it's not too much of a shock or surprise that we're seeing some retracements and or price go the opposite direction right now. Because again, it just dropped for 9 days in a row. We look at NAS, same thing. If I could type up NAS, that would help, right? We look at NAS, same thing. Let's get rid of that. We go to last week, which was the 14th, which was right here, Monday the 14th. Had this low where we caught these sells the week before that. Retracement into the lower high, into the next day off the lower low, caught the entire lower low. Again, this was Monday. This red candlestick here was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This was Friday. We also caught the wick down on the sell Friday. So literally all last week price dropped. So it makes sense for price to retrace, especially because it just broke this level here, which was a key support level when we was bullish. So again, price broke that level, also filled up this imbalance. So it makes sense why price is reacting the way it's reacting. And then what else did we take last week? So yeah, a lot of these trades were just swing trades because again, like I always say, when the final TP gets hit, I always say the same thing: move at selling on profit or close. This is exactly why, because sometimes, because the TPs are based off these key price levels, so sometimes when it hits that key price level, it might reject and go the opposite way. But if it breaks that level and the volume momentum's there, it can continue to pump in our direction. And last week was just a perfect example of that. We look at GA. This was on the 15th. We pull up GA. And by the way, while I'm doing this, I'm still looking at the charts. But again, nothing's really going down. So we can just sit there silently and, watch paint dry, or, we can break some things down because this stuff's going to help you out anyways, because trading isn't just about opening your computer and jumping in trades. That's not how it's always going to be. So let's see right here. So GA still got a little bit of work to do. Let me check the indices really quick. Yeah, I don't like none of this stuff. And again, we could go for some buys and stuff, but I don't like counter trend trading. So until I see the confirmations met on my end that's showing me like the trends reversing or the first sign of a reversal, I just patiently wait to see if it's let's say a retracement. But give me 1 second. I think I'm bugging out. Our new 5-minute just started. We got 5 minutes to the next 15. Yeah, so I'm still watching the pairs right here. So we look at GA. Again, this was Monday. Tuesday, we entered the buy off this level here on Tuesday the 15th. And then look, from Tuesday going into Wednesday, Thursday, retraced a little bit Thursday, Friday. So you can see all last week, same thing. It pumped all last week. And then this was Sunday and yesterday. So I literally flew all last week. And the week before that, it also flew. Right? You see how price has just been flying. So after it flew, what happened? It got stuck here ranging, consolidating. And those that's following me on TikTok, if you're not, go ahead and hop on my TikTok. It's my most recent vid. No, my second most recent vid on TikTok. This was not on Instagram because Instagram still lets you only post a minute and a half. They do it a little better because before it was just a minute, but now it's stuck at a minute and a half. But TikTok, you can post longer content. So I broke this down in my second most recent TikTok video, the 3 different chart patterns. So we're in that consolidation ranging, right? So it was nice and bullish, huge pump to the upside, and now look, now price is ranging, and during this ranging, we're waiting for it to break out this box. Now, what is that box? It's these 2 levels. It's this daily level and this 4-hour level. You see, once price broke this level, rejected this daily level, retested this 4-hour, rejected this daily, and now it's just playing pinball in between these 2 zones. So right now we're waiting for price to break out of these levels, waiting for price to either break above this level, look for a buy, or if it hits this level, we can look for another buy, or if it breaks below this level, we're going to wait for price to hit this level and look for a possible buy there. But right now, price is just stuck in this box. It's been trying multiple times to break above it, been rejecting. When it hits this bottom level here, it's been supporting it. So it's kind of just stuck, and we're waiting for volume to help break it out of these levels. But that's pretty much what's going on with GA and a lot of these pairs. But let's go to the Euro pairs really quick. about a minute and a half to the next 15. Still watching NAS. This is what's going on with NAS right now. So we're going to see if we can hold this level, and we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. And if it shows signs of trying to push back to the downside, I might go for a sell on this. But again, I'm in no rush to enter any trades. Just going to wait for confirmations. And again, if I enter a trade, I'm not going big or going home, not risking half my account on one trade. The same disclaimer I post every day before the first trade of the day, even yesterday's trade. I don't want to post emojis. Stop trying to make me post emojis. Right? So we look at yesterday, before I posted this trade, same disclaimer. So if you have not read this disclaimer, go ahead and hit that first link and read the disclaimer. It goes over how the TPs work, how the strategy works, how you should go about trading in general, and a few other things. But the part I want to highlight is the last sentence. All right. I recommend risking 1 to 5% of your account per trade. Okay, so that's how you should go about trading in general. You should not be risking half your account. A lot of people are scared of holding trades all the way to SL or TP is because they're over leveraging. Or sometimes people can't even hold a trade till the SL gets hit because they're over leveraging. Now, there's many reasons why people over leverage. Most of the time, it's just greed, and they're trying to make a certain amount of money, and they're not satisfied with the reason about money they made on their position. Because again, like if you have $100 account, you're not gonna make $100 a day. So you're gonna have to get used to those couple dollars and couple cent gains versus if you have like $1,000 account where you can make more money, like 20 plus a trade versus you have $100 account, you're only gonna make $4 to $8 on a good trade. That's not over leveraging, you know what I'm saying? But new 15, so GJ is still trying to push up. Let's see what these other pairs are looking like. All right, we got GJ. Let me look at GJ. Yeah, it's just gonna be one of them days. Because even here, we look right here. This was Monday. This was Monday. And then this was last night during Tokyo session. And then it finally broke away from this level. But again, we're bearish, so I'm not really going to be looking for buy moves, even though the price is green on the daily candlestick. We're still bearish, right? Now, what comes with the bearish moves? It comes a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So as far as I'm concerned, this is still a lower high. Hasn't broken any highs or lows to the left. So the downtrend is still valid and going, in my opinion. So I'm not really going to be looking for buys. Simply going to be looking for sells. And again, if we look to the left, we see way more red candlesticks than green anyways. So just going to be chilling on that. Shout out everybody still in this live watching. New video is dropping today, by the way. New video is dropping today. It's going to be breaking down my most recent funded challenge. I'm going to be breaking down the trades taken and how I basically passed both phases in 2 weeks and how you can do the same exact thing. Now, I got some old funded account videos. They're pretty old, but I'm going to have an updated one dropping later today. So you guys want to watch my previous ones, I'm going to drop a couple. I'm going to drop one in the chat right now. Give me 1 second. If I can find one. And I see the comments in the chat. I'm going to read them in a second. Just wanted to make sure I'm not missing anything, but I also want to explain what's going on. Because I know a lot of new traders are not really going to have the right mindset or fully comprehend exactly, why the markets are slow or understand that slow markets, what causes the slow markets. So that's why I want to take the time to break down exactly what took place. There's always a cause and effect, you know what I mean? But let me find this video. I need to find my charger too. Where is that video? Wow. Well, this is exactly why I'm making one. I haven't made one since I started posting on YouTube, which was like a year ago. Yeah, so scratch that because I already know the videos from last year are a lot rougher than the most recent videos. So I'm gonna drop another one. So yeah, that's exactly why I'm dropping an updated one. It's been a minute. Can't believe it's already been a year on YouTube. That's crazy. So let me drop this video. So it's the same thing except. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna drop this one. All right, cool. So it says any link to compute lot size of US30 NAS SPX. Tech by Eli. There is. So I don't know if you joined the advanced play signal room or not. I know a couple of people joined yesterday. So if you join the advanced play signal room, the first thing I always stress people to do is join the group chat. And in the group chat, well, first before that, in the advanced play signal room channel, I have this pinned message. As you see, the account size key, and it'll tell you first what is a recommended account size to trade US30 and other pairs. And then in the group chat, let me scroll up really quick because again, there's a lot of. I want to make sure nobody's name and stuff's being shown and shit. So, all right, cool. So nobody's name is getting shown. So all right, so we're in the group chat right here. So the pin message here says how to calculate proper lot size. So I don't know if you can see these little words in this little box, but I show a list of everything you need to do before entering any trade, and I teach you how to calculate your lot size to make sure you're risking the same amount every trade. So it doesn't matter if you trade a US30, then you go to a gold trade, then you go to a GJ trade. Doesn't matter if one trade's a 20 pip stop loss, another one's a 50 pip, another one's a 100 pip. You should be risking the same amount every single trade. So if you're not risking the same amount, now obviously if it's like a couple of dollars difference, that's fine because there's spread, but you should be risking the same amount each trade. So if you're not risking the same amount each trade, that's going to mess up with your gains and profits, especially if when you consistently trade multiple trades a week or day. And then also going to throw off the risk to reward, right? So if you have a trade where you're risking $20 and it's a 1 to 2 risk to reward, and you have another trade where you risk $50 and 1 to 2 risk to reward, and let's say the trade you risk $50 hits stop loss, and the trade that you risk $20 hits the full TP, which is a 1 to 2 risk to reward. You only made $40, but you lost $50. You get what I'm saying? Versus if you're risking $20 each trade or $50 each trade, you're down $50. You won another trade, 1 to 2 risk to reward. You're up $100, 100 minus 50, you're still up $50 for the day. So that's why the consistency and make sure everything's the same. You look for the same setups, you risk the same amount, you go for the same amount of trades, you got the same daily goal, weekly goal. Consistency is very important. So yeah, but if you aren't in the advanced play signal room, basically I do have a video on how to count pips. So if you don't know how to count pips, make sure to watch that video. I'm gonna drop that in the chat. And you're just gonna have to play around. I would just suggest playing around to figure out your lot sizes. That's what I had to do. So if you're not in the advanced play signal room and you can't join the group chat, that's what I would suggest. I would suggest watching how to count pips video, and you're just gonna have to play around with the lot sizes to figure out what lot size you need to put to achieve your the amount you're trying to risk per trade. So let me find that video. I need to find my charger too before my phone died. And this is your first time on the channel, welcome. I appreciate you giving this live a chance. Go ahead and hit that sub button and that like button as well, because we don't just live trade and live stream daily, but we also post weekly content on the same channel. So while you're watching this paint dry with us, go ahead and hit that blue logo, and you're going to see a bunch of videos, a bunch of live streams, a bunch of shorts, all that stuff. And we're going to go explore the channel in a second as well. I just need to grab my charger because my other charger's messed up. Because usually I have chargers all around the place, so that way I don't got to keep on going for the same charger. But I don't have it set up like that right now. I kind of took a extended rest day yesterday. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I kind of took an extended rest day. Going to the chiropractor yesterday, and y'all know how that goes. So I'm a little sore, but I'm better than how I was before I went. All right, so GA is still retracing, so we're almost at the level we're looking and waiting for. Let's look at gold. Gold is still not looking attractive, so we're just going to change charts. Out of sight, out of mind. NAS is still rejecting that level, so I'm leaving NAS alone. I'm leaving NAS alone. Now, we could go for a possible buy, but I'm going to leave it alone for right now. Why? Because I'm weird like that. It could go on our way, but I'm just very picky with my setup, so I'm just going to leave it alone. All right, let's look and see what GJ is looking like this. Retest that wick right there. Yes, I'm still holding this GJ position. That's also why I'm chilling, because I'm still in the position of still blue on my screen. So I'm not really tripping. All right, but first position here is a 1 to 4. Second position is a 1 to 2, almost 1 to 3. We're going to add a third position right here. I shoulda, coulda, woulda held these other positions, but I closed those. I'm still getting used to swing trading. Never was a scalper, but when I first started to play with, I was a firm believer in closing before market closed every day. And slowly, adapting and evolving, which is what you should be doing when trading. All right, so we're just waiting on these pairs right here. So I'll put GA on my other screen. I'm still watching indices on my left screen, but as far as my main monitor where y'all can see, we're just going to keep these right here. So let me catch up to these chats because I know there was a couple in here. I am favored. Shout out to you. All right, cool. So we're just chilling right now. We're just going to keep this on this screen. So let me put us back into the free channel. So I got a couple videos dropping this week. I got 2 videos dropping this week, open to the public, and then I got a couple. I don't know how many, but I got a couple dropping for, of course, the YouTube members only. But we're going to break down. We already broke down the first video. Is going to be updating on the funded account challenge. I broke that down in yesterday's live, but I'm going to do it again, especially because, again, there's nothing going on right now. So I'm not going to just sit here doing what I usually do, which is watch the charts. But usually when I'm watching the charts, I got other stuff going on as well. So it's never really just watching the charts bored. You got other things you can do as well. But let me find what I'm looking for. GJPY. Yeah, I'm in GJPYs as we speak. We entered GJPYs all last week, and we entered GJPYs yesterday. We're in GJPYs as we speak. You hit that first link, you will see that for yourselves. So this was the GJPY called yesterday. You see the time. Okay. See the date, the 21st. See the time. We entered during London session, right before New York, a few hours. See the entry. And then this was the buy position called on Friday. So you see these 2 positions. So we're in GJPYs as we speak. We're in GJPYs as we speak. We've been GJPYs all last week as well. So if we look right here, we had the GA position where we're up over 200 pips at one point. Caught some huge NAS positions, some gold positions, huge GA swings. So we've been swinging the GBP pairs all last week, and except the GP New Zealand GA, GJ's still been flying since last week. So we're in GJPYs right now. But speaking of which, so this was last week on the 16th where I passed the first phase in order to receive phase 2, blah, blah, blah. So I passed phase 1 in like a week and some change. And then let me show you that. And this was a 10K challenge. The reason why I like to do the 10K challenges is one, like, I don't think people realize that 10K challenge, you can make some bread even with the 10K account. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, I'm not going to say too much, but you can make some stupid bread off the 10K account for no reason. Like, you do not need to go for a bigger account, especially if you are. I wouldn't recommend going for a funded account in general unless you've been profitable for at least a quarter, a month minimum, a month to a quarter. Because if not, 9 times out of 10, you're just going to be blessing the company with another quick, quick donation, to be honest. But so I passed that one in a week, and then phase 2 I passed in literally a day. Obviously, you need 5 trading days minimum. So right now I'm just doing small lot size positions, but I passed. Let me go to the picture. All right, but I passed phase 1 in literally a day. So this was the phase 2 in a day. So this is the phase 1. You can see the dates, and also I want y'all to notice that, like I always say, proper lot size calculation is super important. You see my losses are not canceling out or outdoing my wins. Now, obviously, you can be like, well, you have like this small win here. This is way smaller than these losses. But look right here. This was me getting wicked out in profit. If I would have closed a lot of these positions when they're at the final TP or key price levels, I would have made a lot more than these positions here. But this was me doing what I usually do, which is, I'm okay with losing some profit on some accounts. There's some accounts where like I secure profit strictly. There's other accounts where, I like to push myself a little bit. And this is one of those accounts just to strictly show y'all that, you don't got to do no crazy lot sizes. You don't got to, do a bunch of different trades. You don't got to try to make all your money like half the percent you need. You don't need to make like 3% in one trade, nothing like that. You literally have a month minimum for most profit from accounts to pass each phase. That's literally 4 trading weeks. That's literally 20 days to trade, 3 sessions each day. There's literally no rush. And then, so this was the phase 1. And then this was phase 2. So you see we're on the week. And you see when the deposit was, which was on the 17th. You see the first positions were on the 17th, going into the 18th, which was, London's Tokyo session going into London. And obviously these positions, but these are just to make sure I hit the 5 days. But I literally passed this in one day, just holding these positions. Now, this is simply just risk to reward because obviously I risked the same amount as I did in the other NAS positions. But you see, I didn't make as much on those NAS positions, right? But these were me holding those trades fully in that scale position. So I had multiple NAS sells in. All right, look at this first entry. This one was at 14,927. Then my next one was at 14,816, then 14,698. So I was scaling these positions in while they were in profit. I'm going to show you these on the chart in a second as well. But yeah, so I passed this in one day. So it's literally that simple, y'all. Like, and again, this wasn't over leveraging. This was simply risk to reward doing most of the work. And I'm going to show you that right now in a second. But first, let me see what these pairs are up to. So GJ's still doing this thing. Let's see what these pairs are up to really quick. All right, so we're still not missing anything. Yeah, so nothing's taking off. So we could have went for a buy there, but like I said, I'm personally not going for a buy on that. So we're going to put this back on GA. All right, cool. So we're not missing anything. So let me go on my other screen really quick. All right, cool. Go sell zone mark, please. So I went over gold already. So gold right now is pushing up right now. So I'm not even looking at sells. I'm not looking for buys, but I'm just waiting for the price to hit the daily level and see how it reacts to the daily level. if you want specific levels, I go over all that stuff with the members. I'll show you what I mean in a second. But right now we're breaking down the preview of the video dropping today. So here's those NAS sales from last week. So yeah, you can see I later scaled these positions in. So I took this sell, then took this sell. So this one was a 1 to 5 risk reward. This one was a 1 to 3. This position right here was a 1 to 7. So you can kind of see how obviously some of these I didn't hold into that phase 2. Some of these positions were held in past phase 1, but you can see NAS was dumping literally like for 2 weeks straight. Now going back to who was asking about Vika. So the levels, I go over specific levels and stuff with the members in the advanced play signal room, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. Let me go back to the advanced play signal room. So when I go into this channel, y'all, these are all old trades. These trades already played out, so I don't want anybody taking these positions. All right. So looking at the advanced play signal room, so I drop these things every day during New York, called the New York price watch list. All right, so you see I drop them every day. Well, this is a live. That's something different. Oh, so this is, we're going to go over this in a second as well, because that's going to be the second video I drop later this week. But you see every day I drop these New York price watch lists during New York session. Also, we go live during news events during New York. If you missed the lives, they're recorded and posted in the channel. That's why you saw those lives. But you see every day I drop this during New York session, New York price watch list. And like it says, this is looking at, well, that's his game plan for New York. But like it always says, looking at trades we're currently in and possible setups going into New York. So exactly what it says, that's what we do. So I go over trades taken through all the sessions, because if you don't know, Tokyo session is strictly members only. So any trades or setups we take during Tokyo session, it could be 1 trade, 2 trades, 3 trades. They're all going strictly to the members. London session and New York is open for everybody. The free channel gets about a quarter to 50% of the trades a day. Then, of course, the advanced play signal room gets everything. So in the New York price watch list, as you can see, I go over the trades we're in and possible setups. I don't just say we're looking for buys or looking for sells. I explain why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for sells, and I go over specific price levels to look for buys and sells at, and I go over specific exit levels to exit at. So all the specific price levels and zones, I go over that stuff with the members in these videos. Or if you're in the course channel gets those chart analysis weekly as well. I mean daily as well. Those are just during the stream. We have not entered anything yet. We're just holding GJ still. Basically went over the pairs, went over what we're looking for, waiting for, went over a few other things. But yeah, we're just chilling right now. Kind of saw this coming though. Those that was watching the lives last week, you already know after like at least a Wednesday, I was anticipating some retracements. Only a couple pairs did that. So it makes sense why, we're seeing the retracements happen today. But let's go back into that channel. So the second video dropping later on this week is going to be about how I doubled, almost tripled my account in 1 week. And I'm about to show y'all that right here. I just got to find the post. So give me 1 second while I scroll and find that. What prop firm is that? It's linked in the description, but that one was my Forex funds. Everything I use is linked in the description. The broker I used, the link to the free channel. I made a free Telegram channel, link to my Instagram and TikTok. I think I took those links out, but the Instagram and TikTok's in the bottom of your screen. You see it floating around like the news broadcast channels. But yeah, the one I use mainly is my Forex funds. I'm maxing that one out. Then I'm gonna move on to the other ones. All right, cool. How many likes we at? Right now? Yeah, so let's get to 10 likes, y'all. Oh, we're already at 10 likes. All right, cool. Let's go to 15. But since we're at 10 likes, we're going to go ahead and break this down. All right, so this is one of my, if I show profits, it's always going to be on like my small accounts that I flip and stuff. I'm never going to show my main accounts because, again, I'm not trying to draw people in with profits, because that's why the success rate in the community is where it's at right now. So crappy because people keep getting sold dreams or enticed by profits. So the only thing I really like to show is results, pips, and risk rewards, because if we all enter the same trade, we're all going to make some bread, right? And then if we all enter the same trade, we're going to have similar risk rewards, and we can all catch the same amount of pips. Now, how much we make off each trade is going to be different because we're all risking different amounts, and we all have different account sizes. We're all entering different lot sizes, but the move, we can catch the same move. So that's why I always focus on the moves and not really the profits. But if I do show some stuff, I just show some smaller accounts, because again, a lot of people think that the main issue why you're struggling is because you don't have enough money to make money on the trades, but that's not necessarily the case. But you also have to remember what we're doing here. Yes, you can make some stupid money trading, but you got to remember what we're doing. We're investing, right? We're investing. So especially if you start with a small investment, you're going to get small returns. So that's why I always talk about think percentages. You think percentages, things are going to change for you, right? Because $100, 1% of $100 versus 1% of $1,000 versus 1% of $10,000 is a big difference, but it's still 1%. You get what I'm saying? So right here, this was on the 15th. So you see the 15th, I sent the screenshot because, again, last week was one of those great weeks, great examples of why you go with the trend and flow of price. But I let the members know I'm still holding GA, just broke it back above the middle of the zone, waiting for a retest, still holding GJ, still holding gold, re-entered off the rejection, and still holding NAS, right? Then I sent the screenshot here. So one thing I want y'all to notice is the balance. So this is one of my accounts that I withdrew money from, and I put like $100 in just to see what I could do, right? So the balance right here is 144. You see the equity, I'm up $23 right now. You see the positions. Notice that they're all 0.01 lot sizes, the smallest lot size possible. And so for these positions with the stop loss, I'm gonna be honest. I was risking a little bit over 5% with a couple of these pairs. I was risking about sometimes 8% on a couple of these pairs, but I never went past 10%. But look at the entries. So one thing I want y'all to stress is the entries, right? Pay attention to the entries. You see I added multiple GA positions. You're going to see these entries match what I'm going to show you on the charts. You see the GJ positions, and these were all trades I called in the free channel and the advanced play signal last week. We go to last week. We'll go into free channel because we already went over. You go into free channel, you're going to see the GA buys in there. You're going to see the GJ buys. You're going to see the gold sells. All right. You see the gold sell here was at 1904. Yeah, I'm not going to go back and forth. We're not going to go back and forth with that stuff. But if you go into the free channel, you're going to see that the entries are matching, right? So this is what it was looking like on the 15th during Tokyo session. So now we're going to look at the next day, the 16th. This was during New York session. So not even a full 24 hours. This is just going into the next day. So same position, same balance, same positions on GA. All I did was continue to hold them, added that GN buy from the London session. So all I did was continue to hold these positions. Now, how am I able to continue to hold and scale these positions? Because I'm going with the overall trend and direction of price on the bigger time frames. Now, if y'all don't know how to identify the trend, go ahead and check this video out. I'm about to drop this video in the chat right now. I might do an updated video of this as well, because this was a year old as well, but it's still, the rules and stuff still is the same. All right, so make sure to check that one out. Okay, so I just continue to hold the same positions and scale in. You see the balance is still the same, so I have not closed any of these positions. All I did is continue to add positions and hold. So this was the next day. So then we want to scroll down. I think I added one more screenshot. So this is the same day, the 16th, but you see this is during Tokyo session, the end of the day. So same account, you see same account doubled in 3 days, almost tripled the account. So the balance right here is 144. You see it's at 234. When I closed, it was at 260 something on Friday. But you can see literally in 1 week, I doubled the account. Same positions. All I did was just add a couple more positions and just hold them And that's why it's so important to go with the flow and trend of price. You enter off, if it's bullish, you want to enter off the higher low, ride the higher high. If we're bearish, you want to enter off the lower high, ride the lower low down. So if I did this on $100 account, imagine what I did with my other accounts. Or let's not even talk about me. Let's take me out the scenario. Your $100 account, your $200 account, your $500 account. If I did this with $100, you can do the same thing with your account. Your account size is not the issue. And let's be honest, this is off $100 account, and this is a 1 week. Extra $100 in a week, that's good money for some people. You know, some people, you know what I'm saying, like that's easy side money right there. So again, you have to remember what we're doing. We're investing. You can't make full-time profits or full-time results until you have an account and the experience to do so. You got to start off small and remember what we're doing. We're investing. This can become full-time income or a full-time job. I don't like really using that word with this, but it's not going to become that off rip in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to it. So that's what the other video this week's going to be going over. I'm going to probably drop that on Friday or Saturday. But the video dropping today is going to be breaking down how I pass the profit from account challenge in both phases in 2 weeks and how you can literally do the same thing. I'm going to break down some strategies you can use, the strategy I use. I'm going to break down a couple of the trades taken and a few other things. Now, starting next month, so in like a week or two, we're going to be having extended live streams on here. So if you enjoy these London session live streams, hold on. There we go. So you enjoying the London session live streams, they're going to be extended London session live starting next week. So there's going to be the YouTube member subscriptions. This is for people that want some extra content or can't afford advanced play signal room. Obviously, you're not going to get signals and stuff, but you're going to get some similar things that you would get in the advanced play signal room. Now, again, this is separate from the advanced play signal room. The advanced play signal room, you're still going to have y'all's separate exclusive content. This is separate. So with this, there's different tiers, but there's going to be extended London session live. So when we get off the live here, I'm going to start up a separate live, members only. Then there's also going to be scheduled days. There's going to be set days for the week where we're going to be going live during New York session on here. There's going to be exclusive trade breakdowns, exclusive trading psychology videos, and stuff like that. So that stuff's starting next month. Now, the content, as far as trade breakdowns, trade psychology videos, that's starting this. It started last week. That's still starting this month. But as far as the extended lives and the extra lives and stuff, that's starting next month. So you're interested in that stuff. I'm gonna drop another announcement later this week. I'm gonna set an alarm right now. Set an alarm for 12 p.m. Oh, don't rush me, sir. Set an alarm for 12 p.m. to post announcement.
I set your post announcement.
All right, thanks. All right, anyways. So that stuff's going to be starting next month. So if you're interested in that stuff, I'm going to drop that announcement later on today. But if you go into the free channel and you scroll to the 14th, you'll see the details of that up there. Also, you explore the channel. There's student results and testimonials all throughout the channel as well. And if you really want to do some research and homework on me, you can click this pin message here. And it'll take you to literally last year, and you can see how we've been consistently doing this for a year. Where is, I thought I posted it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so you scroll to the 14th. It's going to be right underneath the recap of the day. So this is basically what's going to be going down in the YouTube membership stuff. But if you click this pin message, it's going to take you to a year ago. You see we're back in 2022 around the same time, and you can see how we've been doing this consistently for a year, averaging high 80 to 90% win rates. All right, y'all. So again, nothing too crazy happened this live, but that was kind of anticipated and expected. As far as my analysis, everything's still the same. Again, we could have went for a buy, but price just broke that level anyways. So I'd rather wait for a retest to show that it's really respecting this level of support versus me just entering off that. So yeah, as far as the charts, GA still is ranging in this level, hasn't hit neither one of my levels yet. So nothing we can really do about that. I'm still holding GJ, but as we see, GJ's just been chilling here all night. So nothing we can really do about that. Now, if you guys want to contact me directly, you can DM me on Instagram at playmaker_way. I respond to all messages. Now, if y'all don't have Instagram, because I know a couple of y'all don't got Instagram, you go into the free channel, first link in the description, and you click here where it says Playbook Free Plays. You click right here. It's going to have my YouTube linked. It's going to have my Instagram, and then right here, you click here, you can message me on Telegram. Now, if you're interested in learning how to identify these levels and how to read the charts, hit those links in the description. Obviously, I got the course, but the course doesn't just teach you my trading strategies. It's a little bit different from other courses that strictly just teach you a strategy. This course teaches you how to read the charts, because right here, the strategy we use, well, there's a trading strategy, which I go over in there, but as far as like our analysis, this is just how you should read any chart. Like there's no, you don't hear me talking about, liquidity or trend lines. They're like, literally, this is going to teach you how to read the flow of price. This is how you read any chart. This works on obviously currency pairs, obviously works on indices, obviously works on gold, also works on crypto, and it works on options as well. So this isn't just a trading strategy. The trading strategy is in it, but also first thing I teach you is how to read the chart. So you can literally use this for long-term investments, swing trades, scalps, all that good stuff. I'm trying to figure out because I haven't traded crypto in like a year, so I'm trying to figure out which one I used to use as an example. I think it was this one. So let's zoom out really quick. Yeah, so you can see I haven't traded this in a while, but you can still see how these levels are still relevant. Okay, so let me go on a smaller time frame because it's taking forever to hit that. All right, there we go. So we're on an hour, but you can clearly see how these levels are reacting the same way they're reacting to currency pair setups, how prices hitting these levels, streaming the support resistance. So this later works on everything. Then I couldn't find the Amazon things. We're going to do Tesla. And then we're going to zoom out. And then you can see the same thing. Price reacting the same way off these levels. So it literally works on any chart. So first thing I teach is how to read the charts, and I break down the strategy. Then if y'all don't want the course, I do have also the advanced play signal room. What comes with the advanced play signal room, we kind of went over that earlier, but we can pull that back up in just a second. We put this GJ back on so we can watch this while we're talking. We're going to zoom out. All right, bam. All right, cool. Yeah, so GJ is still just ranging and stuff. So what comes with advanced play signal room is obviously get all the signals. Then we trade all sessions. We trade Tokyo, which is exclusively with the members, and then of course we trade London and New York as well. Then we have exclusive lives. So the exclusive lives this year have been focused around New York session during the news events. So if you missed any of the lives are recorded and posted in the channel so you can watch for later. So every single live since we've been going live has been posted here. There's 400 videos, a year worth of content. Like I said, this year's lives have been focused around the New York news events, but last year's lives were during Tokyo session, and those were just highlighting basically how to really understand how to read the charts, market structure, market flow, and all that stuff. So you go to 2022, all these videos are 30 plus minutes long. These are the Tokyo session lives where we go in depth about reading the charts. Of course, during the New York session lives, we go over that as well. But we mainly break down literally how every news event's the same and how news really just follows the same rules of the market that we go for any other day. So you have over a year worth of content, over 400 videos and photos. Then of course there's the pinned messages. This one make sure you don't take a trade that your account can't handle. So it goes over US30 NAS, gold, currency pairs to make sure that your account, to make sure you know what your account can handle. That way you're not blowing your account you have a $100 account, you take a US30 trade and you blow it. Then there's also a couple other pin messages, and then there's the student and member group chat. The student member group chat, the pin message and student member group chat breaks down everything you need to do before entering your trade, and then how to properly calculate your lot size to make sure that you're risking the same amount each trade. What I want y'all to do is go to your trade history. If you see more red than blue, that is a problem. But what I want y'all to pay attention to right now while you're in your history is, especially if you win more than you lose, if your losses cancel out your wins, it's most likely because you're not calculating your lot size properly. And especially if your losses cancel out more than one win, that's a big issue as well. Because like I said earlier in the stream, it doesn't matter if one trades a 20 pip stop loss, your second trades a 50, your third trades a 100 pip stop loss. It doesn't matter if your first trade is US30, your second trade is gold, your third trade is GJ. They should all be risking the same amount. If they all hit stop loss, and let's say that you're risking $50 per trade, you should lose $50 each time. You know what I'm saying? It should not be, I lost $20 here, I lost $50 here, I lost $100 here. It should be the same amount of risking each and every trade. All right, so if you're interested in this stuff, links are in the description. Make sure to use code. The sell ends next week, if I'm not mistaken. But make sure to use code. Let me try to pull it up. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Here it is. Make sure to use code I'm ready at checkout. Before you check out, place it in the coupon thing before you check out for 15% off. If you pay before doing it, it's not going to apply. But this is 50% off on everything. This is the monthly, yearly, and lifetime advanced play signal room, the course, and one-on-one sessions. So one-on-one sessions, what comes with the one-on-one sessions is you get access to the advanced play signal room. So all the stuff we just listed off, you get access to that, as well as the student member group chat. That way you're earning while learning. So the one-on-one sessions are basically sold based around you, what you're trying to achieve. Obviously, we're going to go over the strategy and stuff like that, but it's basically you're going to tell me what you're trying to achieve with trading, and then we're going to focus all the sessions about that and accomplishing whatever your goal is with trading. Now, you get 2 sessions with me a week. Each session is an hour long that are recorded and sent to you the same day. These sessions are yours to keep for life. So even if you just do 1 month of one-on-one sessions, all those sessions are yours to keep for life. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a good investment. So you're interested in all that stuff, links are below. If you got any other questions, you can DM me and ask me any more questions about that stuff. But we're going to be dipping out. I'm going to be back at it same time tomorrow. London session, 3 a.m. EST.